What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of the Spatials, a game that I like very, very much. It's a fun game. It is a game that is fun to just like sit and play. It's a very, very lightweight game that doesn't take much brain power. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. But for whatever reason, it's still like fun to play. And that's, I think, really the secret to video games. Like some games will substitute, like, I won't say they'll substitute. They focus on hardness, or they focus on like that cerebral aspect. This isn't really one of those games aside from like planning out your resources, and even that's kind of like, like you can mess it up and not have to worry about it too much. But I love kind of just like casual games where you can just like hang out and play them and have a good time for a few hours, shelf them for a little while, come back when they update them. You know what I mean? It seems decent to me. It seems like it's something that I always look for. And it's not because I'm a casual. It's just because I play a lot of video games, and every now and again I like to do something very, very lightweight. I don't think there's a negative connotation to casual, by the way. I always wanted to talk about that in a video log, but I never got around to it. The whole like casual versus like pro dichotomy. On this side, let's wait till we can, yeah, he's gonna get a little bit closer here. I'm gonna shoot him with a sniper rifle too, since it appears to do a lot of work on him. He dropped 3 oil. Whether or not the oil was his, or whether or not he was just carrying like a canister of oil, I can't tell you. He may be in dire, dire need of some like, I don't know, space proactive, I guess. Let me see if, ooh, somebody hit level 4. That's pretty sweet. That'll be awesome. Who hit level 4? I'm proud of you. Promotions all around. Everybody gets promotions. I give out promotions like Calvin and Hobbes when they have like, I forget it was the manly, oh, what's the name of their club? They have the treehouse that says no girls allowed, and they have a club that's like the manly club of something rather. It's got an acronym, and they give each other bottle caps as badges. And they just give them out for like nothing. There's like a badge for completing the group meeting, for example. They'd be like, we have successfully completed the group meeting. Presentation of badges for completing the group meeting will now be handed out. I like Calvin and Hobbes a lot. It's one of those things that means a lot to me. Like Calvin and Hobbes is a comic. Sometimes I wonder when comics, like the guys that write comics. So for example, when people tell me that my LPs mean a lot to them and that like they get a lot of enjoyment from my LPs and like my LPs help them through their day, and that like the thing that I do here on YouTube, if it's somehow special to somebody, it's a big deal to me. And so I wonder if people that make comics or like art feel the same way. I don't count what I do as art. Don't run away. You're making this more difficult than it has to be. Basically, you're just going to die tired, and I'm going to profit tired. That's all that you're doing right now. You're just making the whole thing a lot more just kind of a pain. It looks like the animals on differing planets drop more and more money, though, so that's good. It gives you, like, an incentive to keep going to the next... Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe the color of the boxes determines, like, what they drop, too. I'm having a shootout in the middle of, like, a residential area right now. I feel sort of guilty about it, but not totally. Oh, we can actually leave the planet already? That was quick. I feel like I should farm out some cash, though, or something. I don't know. It seems like a decent plan, especially considering how much energy we still have remaining. Grenade him, since we have bad aim. Oh, there's one hiding behind the tree, too. Sneaky little bastard. Sneaky little bastard. The other thing that I would point out is that while you're on these away missions, your colony is not consuming resources, so everything you take from here is like pure profit. There's no upkeep while you're walking around killing enemies. Like you have to wait till you get back to base for it to matter, so just things to think about, I guess. Let's go back to the base, though. We'll leave. It's okay. No! There we go. And so now that we have left, what can we draw from one of these planets down here? Not much. My artistic skills are very much limited. I am the worst artist ever. I think we needed oil was the thing we needed. Seeds are seeming pretty good right now, too. And so we'll get started right there. And once again, we just can't seem to get out of this 3,800 rut that we've been in this entire time. It can't be helped. Over here on this side, we're producing souvenirs, which is pretty good. And that means that we should probably open up a Quickie Mart, right? But before we do a Quickie Mart, I think it would probably benefit us the most if we made a hangar and allowed people to come hang out on our planet. That seems to be a pretty good idea. And so let's make with the hangarage. How about that? You can process mineral ore. I'm assuming they're meaning aluminium is what they're talking about right there. We have a lot of resources at the moment, although bugs appear to be going down pretty quickly, which leads me to believe that maybe everything right now is using bugs as part of its production process. Water and fruit. And then for the other one, we've got 1 bug right there. We've got 2 bugs, so 3 bugs. I don't know if we're producing bugs fast enough to make this work. Obviously, we've got like the best lineup in the universe on bugs, so I'm not going to worry about it too heavily. On Ida, we can actually augment this pretty heavily. Yeah, that planet looks like it's ready to go. It's 65 for the next slot. Let's go ahead and we'll get some more bugs. Let's just get 1 planet that handles all of our bugs for right now. And honestly, yeah, that'll work out for right now. That'll give us more than enough bugs, I hope. So we've got 15 bugs per period now. Over here in Etrotro, we've actually got diplomatic people over here handling... No, never mind. We've got diplomatic people in Trorek Pro. making this produce a lot faster, so that might be why. Actually, maybe more cost effective for me to buy oil here since the period is a lot shorter. These are the things that I'm thinking about. Either way, we need to bring in tourism. If we don't bring in tourism, then we're going to start losing money pretty heavily, and I'm going to have to start farming missions, so that's something that I prefer to stay away from. Let's start out by getting up in here and maybe recycling some of these goodies. What is this? Energy regen. Oh, that's what we've been looking for, actually, so that's really, really good. We want to give that to our scientist. First and foremost, there is his energy regen. We'll give that to him so that now he can basically be a giant mana battery for everybody else in our group. On this side, it looks like we can give people... Actually, it looks like only the scientist can use the damage mitt, so we'll give that to him. On this side, it looks like we've got a sidearm that's better. We've got a level 3 active zapper, which has a power of +1. Alright, it looks like if the one he has is 10 and the other one's 12, isn't that +2 power? I don't know. We've also got a grenade that's better, and I may slide right into that, and we'll get rid of Little Explodey for right now. The power is nice. I think that I'd rather have a less range and more power, because having to chase down some of those animals is a pain. That sounds kind of bad. It looks like the missions... Oh, it failed that one too. Okay. Well, they all hit level 2, so that's fine. We'll give them a usual contract. How about that? They'll just get better and better and better at it. He needs to be at least neutral. Oh, he's apathetic. Okay. Why is he apathetic? Oh, he's back up to neutral now. Maybe they get sad while they're on these missions. It seems like that might be the case. We're up to 41%. Huh? We're getting better at it. Send the doctor on it too. That'll put us up to 59%. Maybe we get something nice back if we complete these. My guess is that's the case. What's going to happen is that maybe... What does this asterisk mean? The difficulty, maybe? I think these little insignias mean that it's the class that you put in, tactical versus scientific, and these mean the difficulty. Maybe we'll get money or something out when they complete these missions. I don't know. They seem sort of apathetic about the whole thing right now. We're still not producing bugs at the rate that I would like. It looks like we're dropping off on bugs pretty quickly. Then again, we have like 30 shirts, so that's pretty cool. They only sell for 6 credits, though, so take from that what you will. Looks like we're actually producing... Yeah, I think bugs are the hang-up right now. Bugs are the big-time hang-up. Then again, we've got more than enough food to last for a while, so maybe we can turn off that production right there. There we go. We can stop the factory for now. I think he's finishing up the final pizza, because obviously we don't like to leave work half done. Delicious, cheesy, pepperoni-filled work. I actually like combo pizza. Let me know down what's your favorite pizza down in the comments. I like to leave like little questionnaires for you guys, because you guys ask me Q&As all the time, and I so rarely get to like know you guys and what you all do. And so obviously you guys and gals anyways. So what's your favorite type of pizza? Mine is combination, where it's got the sausage, it's got like the pastrami, it's got the salami, it's also got the pepperoni, it's got like the green peppers, the onions. Basically, some people call it garbage pizza. They call it garbage pail pizza or garbage pizza. Depends. I think that's what they call it over in New York, maybe. They call it garbage pail pizza or garbage pizza. I don't know. We have a guy in my town that I live in right now who came over from New York City, and he's got a New York City pizzeria here. And honestly, I don't know. It depends what I'm in the mood for. Like, I like thin crust and I like thick crust. I like both Chicago and New York style pizza equally. I also like Italian-style pizza, which is actually a lot lighter on the sauce, and it's more of like a pita bread with something on top of it. Like the actual Italian pizza is a little bit... I have a friend from Sicily who... Her family occasionally makes Sicilian and Italian treats, and their version of pizza is very, very different from what we like here in the U.S. Anyways, I should get back on the subject here. We're talking about nothing. Well, I guess we shouldn't call pizza nothing. Pizza is kind of like, if you can't talk about pizza, what can you talk about? Come on now. We'll put in our little spaceport right here, I guess. It doesn't look too expensive, so maybe I'll just go like, how big of a spaceport do you need, in all honesty? That seems to be about enough, although I've never seen the ships land. Actually, yeah, I have. It takes 500 to bring them in, so it's going to be a while before we break even on that. Let's give everybody a little bit of time here at home, and what I'm going to wait for is I'm going to wait for the construction to be done. Once the construction's done and this progress is done, what I'm going to do is we'll come back. So I'm going to make a little edit right here. Alright, welcome back everybody. We actually, unfortunately, everybody has failed at their mission again. 59% is obviously not a surefire thing. I don't want to give the impression that 59% was a good chance. Obviously, this is a great way to level them up, though. That makes me happy. I feel like, I mean, they need a little bit of time, though. It looks like they're apathetic because of their sleep. So hopefully they'll go jump into a bed real fast. They'll get themselves kind of like picked clean. Maybe I should give them a little bit of a rest. No, it looks like they recover pretty quickly, actually. Yeah, they're recovering with a quickness right now, so that's fine. The only thing that made me worried is because I keep looking at this right here, but I'm not entirely sure if it's implemented yet, the happiness thing. Or it might only be for immigrants or whatever. I'm not, or for tourists, I'm not sure. I'll put this right there. And so now ships can come dock. Once we get this thing built, we'll kind of take a look and see what our mercantile goods are going to look like. I also think it might be a wise idea to build a gift shop or something over here, like the Quickie Cheesy Mart or whatever the hell it was called. The Cheapo Mart. There it is, Cheapo Mart. Enough quality at the right price. So what does a Cheapo Mart sell? We're about to find out, I guess. Let's go ahead and build ourselves another corridor over on this side. There's our first ship full of people. And it looks like it brought in a whole bunch of people that really, really hate our space station and think that it totally sucks. And I would be inclined to agree with them. It's just not at the point that I would like it to be yet. Hopefully someday, though, we won't be a giant disappointment. So let's go ahead and we'll put in the Quickie Mart. I don't know if these beds should be owned or if I should be assigning them to people. If it gets a little bit rowdy, I will. If it has to happen, I'll make it happen. Cheapo Mart. Alright, that's not actually... Oh, that might be a little bit weird. Let me cancel that, actually. I don't think that's going to work out for us in the long run. So what I need to do now is I need to remove that floor right there. I love how it's instant when you remove floors. Like, seriously, that's a feature that I really sincerely like. The fact that you don't have to wait for stuff to get the hell out of the way. Like, somebody has to come over, fiddle with it, like, make it go away. Oh, I love that so much. That's such a great feature. It's such a fantastic feature. I don't think a Cheapo Mart has to be very big, so I'm just going to drop that in right there, and I figure it'll work. It'll be alright. It might take them a little while to get it constructed, but I really just want to sell shirts and other kind of like related stuff. There's decorative balloons, personal robots, keep your house clean and build up your personal robot army for a low price. An authentic moat of dust from the asteroid ground. Amazing! The service station. What does the service station do? Fuel cells. It looks like it sells spare parts, and it looks like it sells... That's it? Okay. I don't know where we sell these t-shirts at. I was hoping, I don't know, maybe there's like a tourism shop around here somewhere. I was hoping the Cheapo Mart would handle it, but I don't think that it does. Personal robots, we might have to build those little servos or whatever in order to stock this up properly. Either way, now that we're done, let's go ahead and I need to equip a gun on somebody to make them a little bit better at their job. Now that everybody else is happy too, I may send them on a routine contract again because it looks like they are once again euphoric, and that is exactly the emotion that I would like them to feel, especially considering the sheer amount of money I spend on putting intoxicants in the water. Like, seriously, you want to see some kind of like return on investment for that amount of drug pumping. Anyways, let's go ahead and we'll equip our strategist with a better gun because that's kind of his thing. That's his job. That's what he does. So we'll give him a better zapper. And what was the other item? Oh, yes, we got a level 3 sedition. So let's give the level 3 sedition to our diplomat because we've definitely got a better one right there. It's got +4 power. Actually, it's got +7 power, so that's good. Awesome. So it's going to be a little bit more effective. That's nice. I enjoy. Would do again. Let's go ahead and I'm going to hit all the planets in a row right now with our A-team, and we need to make some money. That's essentially what I'm shooting for right now. It's kind of punny because we're actually like shooting to murder people. Ooh, that didn't kill him either. Disappointing. Maybe they've leveled up along with us. Let's go ahead and eliminate some enemies. So we got some cash right there, not much. But I'm going to try and clear this entire planet out while we're here. Since we have a mana battery, it's not that big of a deal to have long engagements now. We can actually just kind of like run through shooting at everything we want to. And since his energy will regenerate so fast at this point, we don't really have to worry about running out, which is a concern in the early game. Like when you're on your first couple missions, running out of energy can actually happen and it will sabotage your long-term efforts in playing the game. I'm going to shoot him with a sniper rifle too because it seems to do a pretty big chunk of his health. So there it is. He sniped and his rather rotund self has fallen to the ground. I wish there was a little bit more like mission variability. I feel like all you really do is come down and hack and slash for a little while in every mission and nothing else kind of occurs. I'd like to see some other missions, like maybe something where you have to like herd little animals around like Mountain Blade style. Just like random missions. Escort missions, though, I don't think I could get behind. I don't like escort missions. Nobody likes escort missions because then you're at the mercy of like the ridiculous AI. It depends how smart the AI is. If you have smart AI, actually the Gears of War AI I didn't hate. Like I didn't mind having, you know, kind of like a fail stipulation when you had AI in those games where if they died it was your fault and kind of like, you should have been over there to help them. But then again, I haven't really played anything other than Gears of War 1 and Gears of War 2. That was one of those series that I wish I had played more of, but unfortunately I don't think they released them to PC. I have an Xbox 360, so honestly, I really have no excuse. I just never kind of got around to it. I should at some point. I really should, because I enjoyed Gears of War. It was one of those, like, series that really, really sort of, like, I underestimated, and then once I actually played it, I was like, actually, that's a pretty good game. It's pretty good. It made my voice go up all high, too. I was like, that's a pretty good game. I'm pretty pleased by it. Let's go to Obvol. We're just going to knock out all of these and unlock the next system if we can. Alright, we've got to go eliminate the corporeal. The corporeal. So let's go off over here to the right, At least it's a slight variation. We're still killing stuff, but at least it's something different. I mean, maybe. Have we killed any corporals so far? These trees are really weird looking. It looks like if you spin them fast enough, they'll take off. Kind of an odd looking tree. Why does everyone have a battle axe? Like, you would think that if you were going to be doing space piracy, you would have better weaponry. Considering, like, you know guns exist, so why wouldn't you just go get one real fast? I don't know, maybe we're the only ones with guns, and they just haven't kind of caught up with the tech race yet. I will be killing small, fluffy animals along the way if we can manage it, although it doesn't look like there's very many on this planet, so unfortunately... Oh, there's command posts. Let's destroy those real fast. Seems alright. We'll drop a grenade over there to kind of hit 2 birds with 1 stone. I guess in this case it would be more of a bird perch than anything else. Go up in here, grab the remaining goodies. Yeah, nice little grip of cash from right there. Let's wipe that out real quick. I'm going to try and keep everybody healed by spamming our medic nonstop. You can press the number keys on your keyboard to use the abilities, and so my MMO skills are coming back through here as I cycle through my rotation, making sure that everybody's nice and taken care of. I haven't seen any animals. A little disappointed about the hunting opportunities on this planet, but you know what? Sometimes it can't be helped, so there it is. We're going to go over... Oh, this guy's got himself a killer set of wheels, too, or a killer set of lack of wheels. I don't know. Once your vehicle floats, I don't know if you can say that anymore. Oh, there's actually multiple layers. Alright, so we gotta fight a ton of these guys. There's actually a general. Generally, I don't like facing generals. You gotta kill a lot more of the little minions before you go after the higher tiers, because then if you kill the higher tiers, then you gotta worry about them running around, like, raiding and pillaging and all of that not so fun stuff. Let's kill that thing right there because I don't like the way it's looking at me. And so we're gonna make it close its eyes forever so that it's never tempted again. Down on this side, it looks like we do have a couple of critters that can be potentially blown up for extra cash. Extra dosh. They run away too fast, unfortunately. Now that they've got too much HP, our AoE is not like a one-hit solution for farming enemies. And it looks like they actually stay in, like, runaway mode for quite some time. Ooh, they're trying a new tactic. They're attacking back. Why are you guys firing behind him? You guys know that you should be leading targets, right? God. Let me get my grenade back real fast. We'll kill him off. Ooh, there's a good grenade right there. That's exactly what I was hunting for. 15 credits off of them and some seeds. Why the animals are carrying around seeds? Maybe they have those little cheeky pouches, like some of the adorable little rodentia on our planet, or rodentia. I don't know how you say that word. I'm not a biologist. I can pronounce rocks, though. Rocks. It's a hard word for some people, but I've got it down. Let's leave. I am happy to say that the issue that was plaguing my recording software appears to be gone. I would never blame that on the game because it's almost always universally due to the recording software, but still, it's gone. What can I do with this building over here? With our Quickie Mart, let's put in personal robots. Yes, you can purchase some personal robots, and then you can also purchase some souvenirs. There we go. I don't know if that draws from any of the other... Oh, good. We got it back up to bad. That's pretty good, though. It's better than very bad. So they seem to be, like, unhappy. What does he want? They want fuel cells, they want repair parts, and they want souvenirs. Okay, so it looks like the next best thing that we can build for these people in order to make them happy, it's gonna be the desire... Do they eat out of my general stockpile over here? It looks like they do. Yes, they eat out of... Do they pay me, though? Seeing as they don't work here, their meals are not on the house, and so I'm a little bit concerned that maybe they're getting freebies right now. We're almost out of bugs, too. Let's get rid of some of these. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's turn off the production on the shirts. We can actually produce that right there. And since we do have some extra water and some extra oils, let's go ahead and we'll start production on an infinite amount of fuel cells for right now, and then we'll worry about other stuff later. And so once that's good to go, it looks like he's buying souvenirs. Do we get paid out for that? We do. We get paid out for the souvenirs. So right now we've got about 400 credits worth of souvenirs laying around. It looks like they pay us for the beds, too, when they use them. Did you notice that right there? Yeah, it's giving us 1 credit when they sleep in our beds. So it's probably a good idea to open up another residential sector as well. I don't know if I can maybe block this off and make it only for our people. I think that's probably what the security gates are for. We can give them their own sleeping area over on this side. Let's do that first and foremost. Unless there's actually like a better one for tourists that we can put in somewhere. Doesn't look like there is. I will plop down a service station right over here though. And then we'll put in another little corridor on this side so that it can be functional. Alright, well, we just got to keep an eye on our food sources for right now. Drinks and food are looking okay. Can I produce any food that doesn't require bugs? Would be my other question. For that ration right there, actually we can, and that's actually going to be a little bit more efficient. We can assign it to people, but honestly, they do a pretty good job of just like allowing it to happen in the first place. So I'm going to leave that right there for right now while our bug supply regrows slightly. Or rehatches, I guess, or I don't know, repupase, whatever you want to call it. I really, really liked bugs. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but I actually strongly considered being an entomologist for a while, which is somebody that studies bugs, in case you don't know. I mean, it's just none of the products. We need mini servos. Can I produce those through here? I know I saw those being produced somewhere. I just can't remember where they're produced from. Let's see. Mini servos are more than likely handled through our industrial process, would be my guess. The metal press. See, we're missing a whole lot of like random stuff right now. And so I think what I need to do is like formulaically go through all the menus we have and build all of the different rooms so that at least our production will be a little bit better. Put the fuel cell shelf up so that people could buy from that if they need it, because it does seem like they're interested in it. The spare parts shelves, though, I don't know what produces those. In our industrial process, we have mineral ore processing, we have a kitchen, and we have a workshop. The workshop only does that thing right there. The smelter might be able to do something for us, though. It's a little bit expensive, so we might want to let it ride for a while, though. I don't know. We've got a lot of resources. I mean, that's one plus, is that our production appears to be fairly decent. Oh, good, he's buying the fuel cells. What do those cost? 10? Oh, wow, those are really valuable, so we want to make sure those are uber available for right now, if we can. If we can keep those up and running, it's a good plan. It's a good plan that's probably not going to betray us. We didn't do too well with these guys. He actually made it to neutral, though, which is pretty sweet, so that's good. Alright, so we're not doing amazingly well. I know there's a diplomatic relations thing we can look at around here, too. If you go over to this menu right here, you can look at the opinions of the various visitors that have come to your colony. Whether or not this has been implemented yet, I can't tell you, but this is new from the last time I played, and I noticed it while I was fiddling around in between. I usually have a playthrough going alongside my own when I do this, just to let you guys know. We've got a bunch of guns laying around. I'm probably going to try and just, let's recycle a bunch of this stuff. Oh, look, we've got a saucer coming in. Cool. That's pretty sweet. There's different types of ships for the different races. That makes me pretty happy. That gave us a level 3 pacifism. The enemy cannot attack for 3 seconds. I don't think that I'm too stoked about that right there. So I'll probably recycle it, and that'll give us slime and some credits, so that's good. Give me a little credit. Let me reorganize. I don't like how things don't slide to the left on this either. I'm going to keep our production items kind of like segmented off to the right so that they're easier to find. I think you'll all agree that having them in the big lump over here with everything else, I'd like to have my raw resources sort of like over on this left-hand side and the stuff that we're making over on the right-hand side. So what do these people want? They want pizza, they want rations, they want desserts. We don't have any desserts, so maybe I'll get back on production of desserts for a little while too. That one right there, yeah, make us some desserts. We've got water and we've got slime, and it seems to be coming in copious quantities, so don't concern yourself with it. Over on this side, maybe do plus 10 of pizzas for right now, because it looks like we've got some bugs up and running too. So, oh, it's queued up 29. Just make 20. That's fine. That'll do. And then we'll just leave it where it is for right now, because we have enough bugs to complete that. I'm willing to bet like another cycle will go through before anything else goes wrong. Our away mission succeeded, so we got a level 1 extra energy, and they got a bunch of XP too, so that actually worked out really well for them. Let's complete it. I wonder if there's one where we can make money, though. I don't know. It costs us money to go out on these, so I sort of worry. We're going to stick them on level 1s for right now because they appear to be doing a lot better with it. We only have doctors anyways for right now, so that'll give us a 66% chance. So a 2/3, that's pretty sweet. I can take it. I can hack it. I'm down. Let's send the doctor out on that order. Let's give him some news. Got pizza over here. Did we have... So did the production of the desserts get halted right here? What happened? I told them to make the desserts. We have water and we have slime. Did I not queue any up? Go ahead and make us 30 of those. And so we'll just leave people back here. I think it might also be a decent idea to have a few more like pukes or peons running around, making sure that some of these jobs are getting done. And so what I might spend my next docket of cash on are a few more recruits. So we got an engineer and a diplomat. I don't need any more doctors right now. We got a bunch of doctors running around. In Edo, we can concern ourselves. Let me see here. Recruits on this side, a strategist and an engineer. Don't mind if I do. And so hopefully we'll start making a little bit of cash back on some of this stuff. We got fuel cells being produced. We have all the little things we need to keep people happy. But now that we have people actually docked at our station, oh look, he's pretty happy. What's he mad about? He wants pizza. He wants dessert. So why are you upset? We have all of those things. Go slake your lust, sir. I don't understand what you're upset about right now. I guess you can't make everybody happy. So we have duty-free 1. So that means that through here, how do we produce those, though? We must not have the proper factory yet. Do we? Maybe it's one of these metal presses or something. We should make this next room. Let's go ahead and make ourselves an ore smelter. and just kind of see what we produce through there. I suppose we can make it attached to this. I feel like I'm making my rooms too big too. So I'll just attach that by one room. And we'll just make like an itty bitty little tiny smelter. And then we'll make jokes about he who smelted it delted it. I don't know. You have to add an id to the end of that to make it work, but I think it's still fairly humorous. It's not super funny, obviously, but it gets by sophomorically, I think. I need that, actually. Let's go ahead and just make like a little smeltery, I guess. There you go, that'll work. I don't know if later on we're going to get more things that'll fit into these rooms, but if we do, we'll expand them out a little bit further. I'll make like corridors and we'll make it all work. I'm sure it'll be fine. We got a lot of people doing our jobs right now. We don't have to pay wages, which is also nice. Well, at least the aliens have a good... I think Sean Traybird is actually an alien species. And so, actually, it says they're humans. Never mind. This guy needs all kinds of stuff. This guy needs souvenirs, fuel cells, repair parts, desserts. He's definitely got some demands that we need to slake. Unfortunately, I think they're all leaving right now. Yeah, they're all bailing out, so their opinion of our station is pretty low. We made one person happy, though, and if you can make one person happy a day, that's not so bad. Let's finish this building off, and then I think we'll be in a safe spot to quit the episode. But for right now, I think we got a couple minutes left until we finish everything else off. How long do we have till more people come, too? We actually made a considerable amount of money off some of those people who were just kind of like pumping out stuff for us. It's not too bad. Producing some pizzas over on this side. Our cycles are looking okay. That's something I never thought I'd really say, but, you know, we'll stick by it for right now. Oh, look, we've got more of them. Never mind. It seems like they drop by pretty quickly. So at the metal press, what can we produce? Let's wait until that's done. And that's the one thing that I wanted to figure out by the end of this episode is what that does. Whether or not I need to go further down the production chain. So if we got oil, and we've got... So we can make robots, and then we can also make repair parts. What's worth more is my question here. So let's go ahead and we'll make the repair parts first. They take 3 aluminum and 2 oil, so it's going to get expensive to produce after a while. However, once this first one gets done, we'll try the mini servos out once we figure out what the robots cost us. So the robots are 12 credits a piece, and they cost aluminum and oil would be my best guess. We'll try the repair parts next. I don't know what any of these people want. They just want pizza and rations. That's it. We have all of those things, so hopefully they can make themselves happy. I don't know. They don't seem to be very good at like satisfying their own urges. Additionally, I'm going to recycle this energy mod right here because we don't need it. If I can avoid misclicking. Oh, we got platinum out. Cool. I like platinum. Platinum makes me happy. Throw that up in our ears and look all blinging now. People are like, damn, everybody up at their home base has got all kinds of bling going on. I wish I was as cool as them. So he still wants to get a dessert. Do I not have a dessert tray or something? That's what I'm worrying about right now. Maybe I don't have a dessert tray. Do you need a dessert bar to make that work? Drinks and desserts. Now we have both of the things that we need, so that should be alright. They're paying us too, which is great. I love being paid. Being paid for services rendered is kind of like a big deal. If you can make that happen, you probably should. So that needs that right there. We're almost out of bugs for the pizza. We're still going through way too many bugs. I don't get how we're not having enough bugs right now. Let me go back to the galaxy level and see what we're producing here. So we are producing 15 bugs per cycle. I think it's just because they're in a system that has no buffs. So I think what we should probably do in EDA is maybe assign some of our new guys, like some of our higher levels, to work in the embassy, maybe? I don't know. We got extra scientists and stuff laying around. Let's wait till they get back from the mission. We'll start sending the level 1s out again. How long do they have on the away mission? Oh, they're done. So where are they actually at right now? They're all over the place. So let's go ahead and we'll go back over there. We need to put a repair shop thingy up inside of here. The spare parts shelves. If we got spare parts, we should probably start selling them. How many do we have right now? We have 8. That'll be enough to keep some people happy, though. We got a couple of robots, too, so... Looks like 2 people are happy, 1 guy is neutral, and 1 person is just having the worst time ever. Oh, it's because he wants hygiene. He wants hygiene. Well, we don't have that yet. I mean, I'm not going to build it until my actual workers need it. So anyways, I'm going to break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of the Spatials. I look forward to seeing you in future episodes. Take care out there, everybody, and... Hi-do.